construction project going on across the street. It's pretty big. I guess it could be a hotel or maybe even a office building or something. And oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you that I have spent money on so far is at the train station. I was very thirsty, so I got a Coke Zero out of the machine. I guess it was like a 16 ounce, and it was 170 yen. And I am not sure how much that is. I'll look it up and write it down on the screen, I hope, if I remember. Oh, it's 180 here. I got me a deal. Yes, we have little K cars all over the streets here. Quite legal. I mean, it's what they use a lot of times. You know, not everybody has a K car, but you know, they're out there and legal as opposed to the States. And another vending machine here. Oh, we got cow piss. And I don't know what these are. Oh, that says tsumetai, which means it's very cold. But I don't know what it is. Some drink, I guess it's water. Oh, these are like little prints of bottles instead of putting actual bottles in there. And oh, this has beans, so it must be coffee. Especially since it says black. So all drinks, that's some Monster, 230 yen. I hope I remember to look up that price for you. Oh, I remember Pocari Sweat from when I was here in the early 80s. H2O, I wonder what that could be. Okay, and this next machine coming up is Coffee Boss. Boss Coffee. Suntory Boss is the boss of them all since 1992. Okay? Suntory used to be just beer, but I guess they've branched out to other liquids. A lot of coffee in these machines. Okay. They got Pepsi, but no Pepsi Zero or Diet Pepsi. Dang it. Seem to have Coke Zero at different places. So maybe that's the popular one. Don't know. And I just noticed I walked across this guy here. And he totally ignored me. I lifted my hand like to wave. Totally ignored me, but I guess that's the way it is here. And I can expect more of it. G-taxi. I thought he was maybe trying to get me to take a taxi, but I did see somebody in the back seat, so he's dropping somebody off. Okay. That was a motorcycle that is kitted out for touring. It's got all the storage baggage on where he's going or anything. I mean, this is pretty much or close to downtown Tokyo. So maybe he's just leaving, going on a trip somewhere. All right, so the story of my trip. Okay. Ever since I was stationed in Okinawa last time in 1982, I've been wanting to get back to Japan, but I must admit that had a lot to do with the ladies. Okay, but now I ain't got no testosterone, so that's not the primary thing on my list. All right, so I did come back to Asia, went to the Philippines in 2008 to meet a girl and then later marry her and then later get divorced, and kind of been wanting to come back ever since, because I found that the Philippines was just a beautiful place with wonderful people. And of course the same can be said for Japan, but I had it in my head that Japan was gonna just be too damn expensive, and I'm finding that it's not. I was wrong about that, but when I look at apartments and stuff, they are more sparse than the other countries. You know, like probably the best apartments are Thailand and Malaysia. So those are my two top of the list places. And the Philippines also, even though the prices are still pretty good, the condos and apartments that I'm seeing there just aren't as nice as the ones in Thailand and Malaysia. So I'm thinking Thailand and Malaysia are my two finalists, but probably Malaysia, because there's more disc golf in the Johor Bahru area, which is right across the strait from Singapore. So that's probably where I'm going to end up. Oh, look, a 7-Eleven. I got to go to the 7-Eleven. Wow, we got cops here. Just had 3 of them across the street, and the green started flashing, so I'm gonna wait since there's cops over there. I don't need to get put in jail my first day. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so after I sold the house, I stayed at state parks. Bought a little trailer, put a bed in it, and a fridge, and a TV, a nice TV, and went around to the different Louisiana state parks, and even did some in Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, and Mississippi. And that was a good lifestyle for a while. But then somebody pointed out that the VA would help me with rent. So I went through the agencies, and the VA was going to approve me. It basically, what they do is they help you get Section 8 housing. So I was going to get some Section 8 housing somewhere. And then what happened with that was like a couple of years ago, my savings account of the money that I had from selling the house had dropped about 20%. But then the next year, which was the year in question, it made up that 20%. So the powers that be said that I made too much money. And this is, you know, really just SSDI of $1,500 a month. And, you know, that's too much because of the Edward Jones account. And here we are at the 7-Eleven.